acerca de los baños en Monterrey High School. Las fotos que verán a continuación en la presentación son fotos actuales de cómo están los baños en la escuela de Monterrey.
My name is David Lopez. I'm part of the presentation team. And this is the class picture, style the class. And through the study, we plan to analyze student feedback of the restroom quality and MHS.
Hi, I'm Shalyn Baez. I was one of the team managers along with and what we did was make sure all the students were on task and we would answer any questions, or if they were confused on the work they had to do, we would help them out throughout the study.
Hi, my name is Monique. These are our mission groups. We're divided into 4 groups. Our research team gathered information worldwide and nationwide. Our data analysis was in charge of getting the mean, median, and mode and standard deviation. The database team gathered all of our responses, and our presentation team gathered information from all groups and made them into slides.
Hi, my name is Ashley Reyes. I'll be talking about the creation of the survey. We began by just brainstorming ideas on things we saw in the school and what we wanted to focus and study on. We wrote questions on these ideas, and then we created the survey itself. We went out promoting it, going class to class, asking students to fill out this survey. We reported 748 responses, and then we deleted and removed those that we found invalid, giving us 728 responses to analyze.
My name is Christian. I was in the data analysis team, and my question was how many minutes do you spend in the restroom? On average, the student spends about 6 minutes using the restroom at MHS. The data points deviate by about 4.61 units away from the mean. The data is not normally distributed, as it fails to have at least 95% of its data within 2 standard deviations from the mean, and also 99.70% of its data within 3 standard deviations from the mean. There were 47 outliers based on value. This tells us that there is still a large amount of students who spend more than 6 minutes in the restroom. I was also in charge of the second slide, and out of the 720 responses that we were able to gather, there were also 47 outliers based on location. These outliers exceeded my upper bound outlier boundary of 13, which was considered my outlier threshold.
My name is Nathan Figueroa. And I was part of the database analysis team. My question was, how many minutes do you wait to use the restrooms at MHS? On average, students wait about 8 minutes to use the restroom at MHS. My empirical rule analysis shows that the data is not normally distributed, as it fails to have 99.7% of the data within 3 standard deviations. And that connects to us having the 16 outliers, as it doesn't pass tier 2 of the empirical rule analysis. That means that within those 16 responses, they weren't within the -4 to the +20 range. This is my second slide, which is about the same question, but the data analysis here is based on location. And so, based on location, there are 55 outliers that exceeded the 17.5 UBOB. The UBOB is our upper bound outlier boundary, right here. So it's supposed to say 17.5. This means that our students are spending way too much time in the restroom, way past the normal average, and it's not.
Hello, my name is Benjamin Lopez, and I was part of the data analysis team. My question was, how many times a day do you use the restroom at MHS? And on average, one student uses the restroom twice in one day. And from this average, about 1.5, they were all 1.5 units away from the mean. They usually think they. And the data is not normally distributed, as it fails to have 99.7% of the data within 3 standard deviations from the average. And there were 47 outliers based on location, which means that there's more students that go more than 2 times a day, and there's a significant amount of them.
Hi, my name is Asiel. I'm part of the data analysis team. My question was, how many students are in the restrooms at MHS? Based on the data, you can see that there's an average of 10 students in the restroom at MHS, which is a considerably high amount. You can see that the data deviates by 28.28 units away from the mean, and there are no outliers based on value according to the curriculum. My second slide is the data based on location. You can see that there are 23 outliers based on location, which is the 28.5, which is an outlier threshold, which means there's an excess amount of students in the restrooms.
Hi, my name is Denise Gahan, and I'm a part of the data analysis team. And the categorical question that we'll be talking about is, when do you use the restroom the most? And 53.81% of the students use the restroom during class, which means that they prefer using the restroom during class rather than other times like lunch and nutrition, which combined is 22.67% of the students. And 12.23% of the students use the restroom during passing period, and 10.30% use the restroom before or after school. So this all means that we should try to extend the passing period, nutrition, and lunch times so that students don't waste so much time using the restroom during class.
7 minutes is not enough.
Hi, my name is Jessie Velasquez. I was part of the data analysis team, and my question was, what do you mostly see in our school restrooms? 46.02% of our students saw smoking inside our bathrooms, which was a significant amount based on all the rest of them. 28.16% of students saw people actually using the restroom. Less than 1% of students saw fighting, and 25.14% combined total saw ditching and doing makeup. So basically, we should be doing a much better job to prevent smoking and taking away class time.
Hi, my name is Brenda Placencia. I was a part of the data analysis team, and I was assigned how often students see smoking in the school restrooms. I organized 728 responses into a 5-frequency table that included never, rarely, sometimes, often, and always. What I was able to retrieve from the data was that 74% of students noticed smoking in school restrooms, 30% answered always, which was the highest frequency, and then less than 12% answered never, which is really low considering that this is so tiny and that's so huge. And I mean, we see the vape in the beer, and also I'm guessing that's a huge problem in smoking.
Hi, my name is Jeremiah Diaz, and I was part of the database team. And what my job was how often do you see people ditching in school? And what I did was I got 728 responses in a 5-frequency table that included never, rarely, sometimes, often, and always. And what I found was 18% of students never see ditching in school. 20% of students rarely see ditching in school. 22% of students sometimes see ditching in school. 20% of students often see ditching in school. And 18% of students always see ditching in school.
Hello, my name is Mira Alvarado, and I was part of the data analysis team. My slide is over the open-ended questions. I took 728 responses and broke them down into 5 categories: improvement, misconduct by students, accessibility, positive opinions, and non-applicable. For the improvement, that category is based on what the students personally think that our restrooms need improvement on, which is maintenance, cleaning, and like overall usage of it, because we have some sinks that are broken, out of order, stalls as shown in the picture. Our student responses mainly said that they needed maintenance. For misconduct by students, this was based on what students do that aren't appropriate to the usage of our restrooms, which is vaping, ditching, and crowding, and a lot of girls do makeup. And this one, our response is students abuse it to vape and ditch. Accessibility, the girls only have one restroom available, which is A building, and the boys have A and C occasionally. A lot of our students would like F building to be open, although we do see that the problem is that the vaping and ditching does cause a problem for security reasons. But this would help us like access the restrooms much quicker because a lot of the students that have F building restroom open can get from E building to F building quickly and get returned to class. The positive opinion category was over students that thought that the bathrooms were okay. A lot of our responses for this one was only 71 out of the 728. A lot of them said that there was nothing really wrong with them, but that was a significantly low number compared to all the other responses. For the non-applicable, we had 73 responses. A lot of them were not appropriate. As you can see, someone posted emojis. So that wasn't really helpful for our study, but a lot of them were, most of our responses were very useful.
My name is Ivan Cortez, and I was assigned to categorizing all 728 open response questions into 5 different categories, where I learned that 26% of student responses often spoke about how MHS restrooms needed improvement, cleanliness, and efficiency, or something in them needed to be fixed. And 33.1% of responses, students wrote about the problems that they faced or found within the restrooms, such as smoking, vandalism, and crowding, while only 10.85% of responses had something positive to say about the restrooms. 9.75% of students spoke about the accessibility and how they feel that more restrooms need to be open. And 10.03% of responses didn't have efficient enough answers to be categorized.
Hola, mi nombre es Jair y les vengo a hablar sobre entrevistas de seguridad. Es cuando se ve 15 y 20 estudiantes en el baño cuando hay inspección, se ve vandalismo, los estudiantes aprovechan de los baños cuando más estudiantes quieren usar. Y no todos los estudiantes se meten al baño para faltar al clase, solo el 1 y 2%. ¿Creen que los estudiantes ven a algunos fumando dentro de los baños?
Good morning, my name is Gwen Rodriguez and I'm a part of the presentation team. While we were gathering data and collecting photos for our presentation, it came to our attention that ditching, vaping, being on social media, hanging out with friends, and using feathering products were some of the things that were being done in the restroom. This shows that ditching and vaping and being on social media, as well as being with your friends, is taking time out of class, and which is also going to be affecting your grades in a very big way.
My name is Chantal Perez, and I'm doing vaping rates in high school restrooms. And according to Beth Greenfield from Yahoo, teens are vaping in high school school bathrooms all across America, wreaking havoc on health and learning. And nationally, more than half of Americans, 52% to be exact, supported a federal ban on flavored vaping products. And worldwide, 27.5% of teenagers smoking in school bathrooms they have it as their daily routine, morning and afternoon.
Hello, my name is Joaquin Hernandez, and I'm here to talk about some of the health impairments and problems that can be caused by vaping and smoking. Now, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC, doing this can harm brain development, impacting such as learning, memory, and even attention span. It could also reduce lung function. In other words, it could stop the amount of air you can actually breathe in. It can cause early cardiovascular damage. And it's been shown that people who have quit smoking have lower levels of anxiety, depression, as well as stress.
Hi, my name is Leah Rosales, and I did research on the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. So, according to the CDC, 10% of high school students have used e-cigarettes in the past month. From these high school students, a quarter of them use e-cigarettes daily, and 90% of high school students use products associated with food and candy. And the FDA has tried to control distribution, but products still remain widely available.
So hi, my name is Andres Maris, and the part that I was researching was ditching in high school restrooms. So, according to the PBS News, the rise of absences in high school have increased. So, let's see why. So as we all know, students smoke. Not just that, the stalls are always occupied, or there's always just people in there, they try doing whatsoever. So how about we also think about the kids that feel uncomfortable? So the kids will always ditch the most hated class, as we all know. not just that, like I already said before, the bathrooms are always occupied, but we would also have to think, okay, so that 1% that kids are ditching inside the school restrooms, the other 99% of students are not gonna feel comfortable going to that bathroom. Not just that, okay, so let's just think, oh, okay, so just that 1% of students are ditching in there, okay, so they're the only ones that are getting bad grades. Honestly, that's not true because the other 99% of students are also getting bad grades just because there's people inside the restroom because they don't feel comfortable going inside of that restroom.
Hello, my name is Fisher Lopez. I'll be talking about ditching affecting grades and student performance. And according to the key healthcare for parents, the court will require fines, parenting classes, loss of federal benefits, and for students, the court will may require not coming back to class and everything, and the delay from driving privileges and mandatory education programs. And other things is that students may miss out on lessons and stuff, and they will need more help from teachers and peers and stuff, and they might not catch up with their own peers too.
Hi, my name is Janessa, and I will be informing you about periods and how it affects teen girls using the restroom at high school. So, according to Krishna Wood, a associate professor at the University of Pennsylvania, she states that most girls need to change their feminine products between 3 to 6 times a day. That is a given because feminine products are necessities to the process of menstruation. Periods can last up to 5 days. Depending on the individual, it could be shorter or longer. In a real case scenario, leaving a tampon in for more than 8 hours can increase the risk of toxic shock syndrome, which is a serious infection that can even be deadly sometimes. Therefore, I can conclude that it is necessary that restrooms are available to girls at all times. And a link is provided for further information. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Isabel, and I will be discussing the resources found within and outside of MHS. Some resources at MHS that improve student life include in-house tutoring, well-being center, the Family Resource Center, and College Center. Resources that are available outside of MHS include the LA County Department of Mental Health, Mexican American Opportunity Foundation, Legal Aid Foundation Los Angeles, the California Youth Crisis Line, Hearts of Compassion, and the National Disaster Hotline. All resources are located within and outside of MHS, and they're available to all students with no additional cost. We included this in our presentation to showcase how these resources are available to everyone and can help resolve the ongoing issues of ditching, vandalism, and smoking mentioned in our presentation.
Hi, my name is Daniel Dumas, and I'll be talking about the challenges we encountered. From our survey, we have challenges between students and teachers not willing to be cooperative with us, which hindered the total number of entries that we could actually get for our data responses. And there was also, since we took the responses during first period, there was the issue of absences and tardinesses, which caused us to have less inputs, which hindered the total number of responses we could also get from them. Another one was some students didn't have access to mobile devices, which limited the number of students able to open the survey. And we also used invalid data entries, which we had to remove. And there were students that put invalid data entries such as 1 million, which we had to go manually remove by hand.
Hi, my name is Castro. I'm one of the two managers. In conclusion, more than half of our student submissions indicated that they had negative responses about the restrooms. One of our main concerns was the smoking and crowding of the restrooms. Not only does the smoking affect the students that are taking part in the activity, it also affects students trying to use the restroom for some kind of purpose, delaying class time and wasting time that you can be getting in class learning. Another main topic is the functionality of the restrooms, whether it be a broken door or a toilet that doesn't flush or sinks that don't give out water. That's delaying the time that students are in the restroom using them, having to wait for other stalls or sinks to be finished using.
Hi, I'm Shirley Baez, and the next steps we would like to take from all the data we collected was to make security do more rounds throughout the day. Like one of our security says, se deben de 15 a 20 personas en el baño. meaning it's really crowded. So if securities could go into the restrooms throughout the day and make sure that everyone's doing the necessary things in the restroom to become less crowded and take less time. Open more restrooms. The only restrooms for girls available are the A building restrooms, and for the boys it's usually the C building restrooms. Creating us a longer wait time and for us to be less time in class and missing all the important information. As you can see in some of the slides, there is an out of order stall or there's a broken toilet seat. So we would like to repair them and for again to not be crowded and not to wait and waste time in the restroom. Enforcing rules, I know it's hard, to tell students what to do because as much as you tell them to do something, they just won't do it. But since we have resources here in our high school, like the Wellbeing Center, if we made a presentation on the side effects and risks of vaping and brought attention upon to them, I feel like we should prevent them to stop smoking earlier on than later.
Hello, my name is Diana Perez, and I was one of the team managers on this project. So Hierarchy Statistics class would like to give a special thank you to all of our teachers who let us conduct our survey during the first period, our student body who took the time out of their day to reply to our survey, our staff who gave us very important feedback on our school restrooms, and administration who is here today to listen to our presentation.